Oh. Hello. Oh, is there anything I can help?
We wanted to ask, how do we...
Oh, so that's why you're here.
Great! We came to the right person!
But the chance of success is...
Incredibly small. Then...
It was in leaving Inazuma that I found out just how all I had to rely on was a little wooden raft that I'd put together myself. There was a storm raging after I'd escaped their clutches. I floated on the open ocean for I don't know how many days. My rations and freshwater supplies soon ran out, but to my surprise, my journey didn't end there. Or to put it another way, a new beginning. That's right. I escaped by the skin of my teeth.
What a horrible journey! And you set off knowing how dangerous...
Well, because everything is just too restrictive over there. The atmosphere.
Kanjo Commission...
Along with the other two commissions, they oversee everything in Inazuma. We usually collectively refer to them as the Tri-Commission. I suppose they're equivalent to the 8 trades under the Liyuichi. One of the obligations of the Kanjo Commission is to conduct rigorous identity checks on all individuals leaving or entering Inazuma. Meanwhile, the Khaenri'ah Commission is responsible for implementing the recently promulgated Vision Hunt Decree. They act like the executive arm of the... It doesn't feel good to speak ill of my home like this. But after spending so long under that oppressive atmosphere, what I mean to say is, unless you have an extremely compelling reason to go to Inazuma, you should know that the sea around Inazuma is engulfed in a perpetual tempest of wind and rain. Supposing you survive, and even if you did manage to find a way, you'd still have to produce the necessary documentation at the Rito Center.
Seems like they really don't want anyone setting foot in Inazuma, huh?
They only set that up as a port to guarantee a supply of goods and information to the island. But if you really are set on going, there is one thing you could try.
The raft idea sounds a little on the...
That's not what I meant. You could ask someone from the Crux Fleet if they have some way of getting you to Inazuma. Voyaging far and wide has made them a well-traveled group with a wide range of experiences.
You're right! Paimon's sure Beto of all people will be able to get us there. But Paimon wonders if she'll be willing to...
The Alcor is the flagship of the Crux Fleet. I heard that it's currently anchored by Guyun's Stone Forest.
Then there's no time to lose! Let's go find Captain...
speed of light. Hush.
The ocean waves.
What a bountiful home. Ahoy there, mateys! Time to set sail!
Oh, if it isn't the Traveler in Paimon. I knew you guys would come.
Paimon? What a fascinating being. You two give off not only the essence of wind and earth, but also of... yes, the stars.
Huh? The fragrance of what now? That's the weirdest compliment Paimon's ever heard.
Pay it no heed. I mean only to say I am certain that it is by fate, not chance alone, that we should meet. And that gives our encounter meaning.
You're not far off, but they go by a different name in Inazuma. I prefer other means of entertainment. This young man is Kazuha, a temporary addition to my crew for reasons I won't bore you with. Occasionally, he opens his mouth and flowers come out instead of...
With this fine ship and the soft sea breeze, would it not be romantically irresponsible of me not...
Oh, I can't argue with that. Okay, then. Once the clash is underway...
Only if the mood takes me, of course. Poetry for poetry's sake tends to lack meaning.
Hey, you don't want to pass this opportunity up too easily. Especially seeing as our great hero...
Oh, wait a minute. What's the clash? Also,
Huh? I thought you might be here to sign up. The Crux Clash is a martial arts tournament that I hold. There are two important rules. 1, competitors must be renowned fighters. So, you've got nothing to worry about there. I don't think there's anyone out there. 2, you can't take part if you've got a vision. You must be feeling confident, but you might want to watch out. And with Liu as savior taking part in the tournament.
but we didn't...
Well, before you dismiss the idea completely, you might be interested to hear. Get this. It's a masterless vision.
Supplied by myself, as a matter of fact. If the tournament champion can reawaken that vision.
Is there really such thing as a masterless vision?
When a vision bearer dies, the light in their vision will fade away. But the shell that housed that light remains. As for whether this shell has any practical application, well, this remains to be seen. But my intuition tells me that while it remains in the world...
Yep. And the way I see it, a vision is a badge of recognition from the gods. So if anyone's able to rekindle it, it's gotta be organizing the clash is my way of uncovering hidden talents. And hopefully this time, getting up. So if you don't have a vision, this is the perfect opportunity to get your hands on one of your very own.
Yeah, we're interested in getting to Inazuma.
Inazuma? You?
Well, why didn't you say so? Inazuma? No sweat. In that case, if you win the tournament, I'll give you a choice. Masterless...
You just want him to take part in...
What's wrong with that? The more talent we have, the better the tournament will be. I couldn't let a competitor like you fall through...
What are we gonna do? Looks like we pretty much...
Great. Then let's get you signed up.
It seems like it will only be a matter of time before...
Let's see who the other competitors are. Beto said that they had to be renowned fighters. Hello, are you here to...
You bet I am. Have you put your names down yet? Well, I'd have a look at the entrance criteria if I were you. Then allow just the clash as a comprehensive test of fighting ability. Nobody wants to see that.
Yeah, we heard a rule about that.
Me? Only a former runner-up in the Chihu Rock Freestyle Combat Summit. Oh yeah.
Uh-huh.
What? You... Nonsense. Have you been living under a rock? Not to mention, I've helped the Millilith catch treasure hoarders before. There were 2 of them trying to escape. They tried to sneak past me under the cover of darkness. I planted a left hook on the skinnier one's face and sent him flying. Then, the big guy pulled out I stood my ground, of course. A roundhouse kick sent the blade hurtling into a beam of I told you. Unarmed, outnumbered 2 to 1. I'm not saying I came out completely unscathed, of course. But
Uh-huh. But for us, even for...
I'll see you in the arena. But I don't play...
Hi there. Are you here for the crux...
That's right. Nothing beats real-life combat for honing your skills. But this tournament is more than just a chance to put training into practice.
Exactly. With a vision, we'd quickly become our...
This master of yours must...
Famous? He's the founder of the Lingshan clan, and his skills are unparalleled. You probably wouldn't have heard of it. It was founded quite recently. The clan, he's got to be a grand master or something. He's created many different styles of kung fu, and to the Lingshan clan, he teaches a special
Force dis...
It's a type of breathing exercise where you can train yourself to harness the energy around you. For example, our master can use it to alter the path of an attacking fist.
One time, he sent a challenger flying into the air without...
It sure is, but it's extremely difficult to cultivate this ability.
We're clearly not that naturally gifted, or we would have at least gotten the gist by now. If we don't start making progress soon, we'll probably...
There's a tuition fee?
Of course! This is a Grand Master we're talking about here.
But here we are, having trained under him direct. Recently, though, we heard that a vision bearer joined the Kazuha clan and made pretty much instant progress in their...
So, if we can get our hands on a vision too, maybe we can finally make our...
Well, we have to try something new. Otherwise...
Exactly. It can't hurt to try. And if it turns out it does, folks will come from far and wide. Heck, we could even be...
See you in the arena.
Hey, youngster. Are you here for the Crux Clash? If so, seems I found my...
So you're also here for the...
You better believe it. I wouldn't be here if I didn't think I could walk. For me, obtaining a vision is the final and most important piece in the puzzle. No. It's not about what I want to do. This is about who I want to be. I am looking... I know how that sounds, but let me explain. I've lived a successful life so far, without any... I've passed every exam I've ever taken, enjoyed numerous successful business ventures, and seem to get on in most people's eyes. I am already the very embodiment of the perfect person. Though, of course, I'd never let the praise a vision.
You have so much self-confidence.
That's not important. I have a contact in the Crux fleet who was happy to vouch for me. So, they very kindly made special... I've also brought along a bit of an entourage for moral support. It's such a... Of course, I also put in a few good days... Ha! You don't mince your words, do you? Now then, if you don't mind, I need to finish my pre-competition routine. It's not too long now before...
So, to recap, we're up against an inflated ego, some gullible guys paying way too much for their kung fu classes, and another guy who's just... really average.
Chinksa Village arm wrestling champion, huh? Next, please. What's your name? Wait, aren't you? Did I hear that right?
Is it really them?
Huh? Aren't they a vision bearer, though?
I have to ask. Aren't you the traveler that helped Leo F? Oh, it's really him!
The one that spoke with Lady Kuching at the rite of parting.
Oh, I wonder if I can get his autograph later.
I trust you are aware that only those without visions can enter the tournament? Really? But from what I've heard, the things you're capable of in combat are nothing short of extraordinary.
Yep, he still doesn't have a vision though. See for yourself.
My apologies. I didn't mean to be rude. I'm sure a great hero like yourself would have no reason to lie. Now, it's just a formality for you, of course, but I have to make a record of competitors. So far, I've got defeated the ancient god Osile, so that's one. Do you have any others?
Yeah, and also a dragon too! Put down battle with...
Whoa.
Might as well declare him the champion already.
I wonder if it's too late to withdraw.
Okay, that's plenty. Actually, this is the most... Right, your registration is complete. A great hero such as yourself can surely only be here for one thing. To win the tournament and claim the grand prize.
Oh, we're not here for that. We're here because Captain Beto promised to take...
There's another prize, too?
Beto must have upped the stakes this time to attract top talent.
But why would anyone want to go somewhere as
I see. So, I take it you discussed your terms with Beto in advance, then? Well, I'm sure a great hero has an important reason for... Anyway, the qualifying rounds are about to begin. I'll leave you to your preparation.
Hey, so... Paimon's thinking about that whole... Even though you don't have a vision, most people in Teyvat think... So Paimon thinks you probably shouldn't use your element... In any case, looking at the competition, it should... Alright, it's showtime!
You seem like you're raring to go. Are you ready to compete? Good. Then please...
Seems like you've got a pretty good chance of winning this thing.
Our next competitor is seen by many as the favorite to win this tournament.
Come on, let's go sign up. What a strange guy. Why was he so confident to begin with? Well, now that we've won, let's go and see Beto. She'll probably have something to say to us.
I knew I wouldn't. So, what do you think, Kazuha?
Impressive. But I also observed our favorite exercise.
Well, I've fought my fair share of battles, both big and small. So, come on. We all know you've got a wide vocabulary in there.
All right. Let me think. You fought well.
All right, then. I was thinking your inner poet might want to join in the fun. You know, a lot of competitors came to me saying how surprised, and since you signed up, we've had many others do the same. With well, since everyone sees you as the one to beat, for one thing, we don't want you wasting all your energy in the early rounds fighting people who are well below your level. So, I'm putting you straight.
Huh? But we only just started the qualifying.
This is how Captain Beto works. You won't persuade her. Besides, at your level, you would have...
To be fair...
All right, I'm gonna watch some more of the tournament. If there's any potential... We're finally here, folks. The real show is about to begin.
The captain seems to have high hopes for... Your opponent has fought many rounds to get to the semifinals. This makes him a... You may well be stronger than him, but very well. Show me that you are ready to push through the storm.
All right, that's enough chit-chat for now. The audience is waiting. Go find the crew member that signed you up. She'll...
Your opponent in the semifinals is new to the Crux Club. I do not doubt your ability.
Relax, my guy...
Okay, follow me.
At last, the moment we've all been waiting for. The semifinals have begun. Who's it gonna be this time? The hero or the dark horse?
I don't care about the prize. You're a strong opponent. That's what I'm here for. You're pretty good. I'm sweating all over. It's a good feeling. Congratulations. I was beaten by the best.
Right! For a moment there, Paimon, if you had a vision, you definitely...
I wanted a vision once, when I was a kid. People said that if you're strong... But mine? I lost interest eventually. You can't depend on a vision like you can your own I've fought and won against vision bearers before. The power they have was given to—
Huh? You mean you didn't sign up to try and get your hands on the—
No, I didn't. I only wanted to pit myself against— Only in defeat can you understand your weaknesses and learn from them. So I'm pleased with today's
Wow! Now that's
If you have the chance in the future, please come and spar with me.
By the way, do you know—
Whether they'll be as tough as me, I don't know. But what I have heard, so don't get too—
There he goes. Maybe we should ask around, see what we can find out about our opponent in the final round.
Ah, it's you! I myself was eliminated in the 3rd round.
Maybe next time, huh?
Why, yes. He's the same one who defeated me. He is a formidable opponent. I faltered for but a brief moment. But given my stature, I have no fear of squaring off with physically Still, I'm sure he'll be no match.
He tried to use force dispersal to deflect a punch, but instead he took it straight to the nose. His opponent was pretty freaked out by it. He kept asking him, why don't you dodge, they ask. Because to not dodge is the— Don't even get me started. I spent all my energy helping him get from here to the boat to take him back to the harbor. I don't dare tell my master about this. Otherwise, sorry, I shouldn't be complaining and—
Oh, alright then.
Thanks, I'll do my—
We still haven't got any useful information yet. Maybe—
You gave an outstanding I could sense that you're not familiar with bouts of this kind, but you were quick to adapt and managed to claim victory over your opponent. In fact, I discerned this not from what I saw, but what I heard. The ground beneath your feet.
He's right. But in my case, I guess not using your elemental powers must be quite new for you, huh?
We wanted to ask about who our opponent will be in the final round.
Not exactly. Contenders that reach the finals aren't necessarily As for the guy you'll be facing, his skill lies in— What's the matter? Worried that you've bitten off more than—
If that is the case, then I have a proposal for you. I haven't properly introduced myself yet.
Yeah, we could tell that from your getup. But at the same time, when you—
It is true that I am versed both in literary and martial traditions. But on the straggling path of a wandering samurai, I do not mean to flaunt my martial prowess. But I myself, given your talents, a few hints from me will be all—
Hang on. Don't you think you're bending the rules?
Gathering intelligence is an essential part of any duel. Besides, our favorite here has fought many battles on their journey from Mondstadt.
You betcha! Wait a second.
Does one not leave a trail when traveling through— However, there is only so much that can be discerned from these traces. I sense— Come with me. Some post-match entertainment is in order. Now that we're alone, let me cut. You are skilled in manipulating the elements, and not just a single element.
Paimon knew that you were hinting at something.
That's right. If the other contenders were to catch wind of your element— If I'm not mistaken, you share these considerations, given your reluctance to— When I talk about that which I see or hear in you, this is not poetic symbol. Since a young age, I have been attuned to the tidings of nature. It is things of this nature that I also hear from within you. Nothing more.
As crazy as all that sounds,
My humble abilities are negligible compared to your— To think a human could wield the elements without a vision, and not to mention your incredibly complex scent, like that of some mysterious being.
hey, stop evaluating us based on our—
Could you perchance enlighten me as to how you managed to obtain your combined elemental abilities? Extraordinary. So then, might I be so bold as to inquire how exactly it is that you learned to channel elemental energy and even wield it in—
Aw, it's nothing really. Paimon just told them whatever came to mind. It's been a long journey, and many things have happened along the way. Somehow, he just... Honestly, even Paimon doesn't understand.
Perhaps such unfathomable things are the essence of the gods. However, I still wish to have the honor of seeing how... Of course, I too shall share with you all that I've learned. That will make it a fair exchange. Now then, let's test your...
Inadmissible evidence! Nowhere to hide.
Disappear!
Incinerate!
Your skills in battle are truly beyond Your opponent is skilled at controlling his breathing and maintaining balance. He relies entirely on the element of surprise. In other words, as long as you remain mindful of please, save your thanks. If anything, I should be thanking you for the world is a truly mysterious place, it seems.
You seem kind of obsessed with visions. But don't you already have your own? Why are you...
I desire to know what meaning visions and what influences the gods' decision to... My apologies. You must be completely in the dark for allowing me the honor of witnessing your mystical ways. I am willing to... So that's what you're curious about? As you well know, a vision hunt decree... Visions are a gift bestowed by the divine. People that have accepted this gift are now having the... In the outset, supposing each of the 7 archons had their criteria for granting not to mention, with no new electrovisions having been granted for such a long time.
She sounds less like an Archon and more...
As far as I know, she is an Archon that pursues eternity. Liyue's contracts are meant to benefit all who reside within Liyue. It goes without saying that the people locked within Inazuma...
Sounds a lot like something the god you...
Oh? Have you encountered the Electro Archon before? With time, we will change. But the Shogun will... If you wish to find her, she will forever be there. There will come a day when I too shall wish to understand the answers to... the time for your match is...
Oh, right! We got so distracted...
If you have no other matters to attend to, then we can return together. Very well. Let's go.
Why isn't he here yet? Never mind. We can start by making your entrance. Everyone, listen! We've reached the climax of the... We've seen many exciting battles today, and now I'd like to introduce our first combatant. He strikes fear into the heart of Osile, and the mere mention of his name causes even the Fatui Harbin...
Wow!
I've been waiting.
I'm sure everyone witnessed him, but today's final round... As for our other combatant... Oh, come on, what could be taking him so long? You can't just forfeit for not showing... Apologies! Everyone just sit tight! We've got no other choice. If he doesn't show up, we'll just have to post...
Wait a moment. Something... Captain Beidou, perhaps we should check on the prize. Traveler, come with...
Let me see. It's gone all right.
Huh? Did somebody steal it?
We don't know when it was taken. I never thought that someone here would have the...
No need to worry. Even the craftiest sleight of hand does not escape Nate. The vision was the prize that I had offered, and it...
Well, if you insist, I'll stay here and try to offer some explanation.
If you would, please come with me.
But we're on it.
Come with me. I can sense the wind.
A wind current?
The winds have come at an opportune moment. Let's seize this chance. Ride the winds upward. From there, we can continue our search for clues.
By the way, what made you suddenly think of checking the price in the first place?
I heard it the moment it was stolen. The winds are guiding us forward. The culprit is on the opposite shore now.
You can hear that too? What does it sound like?
Hubris. This way. Follow me. There may be an ambush waiting for us up ahead, but I trust that you are well prepared for such a scenario.
Hoarders, they're here! Get them!
Treasure hoarders, just as I expected. In which case, please stand back.
Oh, so sorry.
Don't blink!
Picked the wrong test subject.
Incoming! Hey!
You caught up with me? How is that possible? I had even prepared a boat to ensure a quick getaway, and
No boat could ever match the speed of the wind.
the wind. What are you talking about? Drat! If I only had a vision. Or if I could activate.
This has nothing to do with visions. You may be skilled at vanishing from a crowd. Additionally, your chosen escape route was flawed for reasons that are too numerous to go into. And in other words, you failed to meet any of the basic...
You're...
But most disappointing of all, it appears that the vision doesn't respond to...
Fine! I've had my eyes on this vision for quite some time now. I decided to register after hearing that...
Aha! So you...
I'd intended to win the contest through skill alone all along. After watching the semifinals, I knew that I didn't stand. Since there was no use in trying to face you in the match, I was convinced I prepared thoroughly for my escape. Drat. This could... I know an empty threat when I... Fine. But you'd better mean it.
You know, according to the laws of the sea, the penalty for stealing...
Huh? You're...
Not to mention that the item you stole was a prize. You didn't show up for the fight. It seems that it would be only fair to brand the word
Whoa, whoa! We don't need to go that...
I never would have guessed you could be so... If this is where talking gets me, then forget it. I'll risk a
With the wind!
No, no. Do what you want, but please.
He has persevered to the bitter end. And put down the vision and leave. I've changed my mind.
Huh?
What's wrong? Are you asking for... It's up to you. Such willingness is commendable.
No need for that. Thank you for releasing.
Huh? Paimon doesn't get it!
I take no pleasure in frightening others. I was just testing when people are forced into a corner. That is when their greatest strength... But unfortunately, nothing happened. Yes. I wanted to... From the moment he stole the vision, I've tried many other methods though few tales tell of a masterless vision. After seeing you command multiple elements, come, why don't you give it a try? Let's see if you...
The vision didn't seem to respond to...
I see. So you are also unable... No matter. This was expected. I suppose...
Yeah, what's the story?
The story begins with an old... He was once a good friend of mine. One day he asked me about a sword art of which he had heard, the Musono Hitotachi. I told him it can only be witnessed when divine punishment is administered. It is the pinnacle of the Raiden Shogun's skill, a symbol of ultimate power. But he replied, there must be one who can withstand it. There will always be those who dare to brave the lightning's glow. Then, the Vision Hunt decree arrived. People's aspirations were stripped away as the Raiden Shogun began to construct her ideal of eternity. While I was fleeing from place to place, I heard that my friend had challenged the Vision Hunters to a duel before the throne. A solemn yet brutal challenge. The defeated face divine punishment, while the victors gain a second chance. Perhaps he thought he of all people should make a stand. Coming face to face with the Musono Hitotachi was all that he truly desired, after all. When I arrived at Tenshukaku, the duel was over. I heard his sentence of divine punishment, his severed blade hitting the ground. Perhaps that was the glory he had yearned to witness. In his last moments, what expression was on his face? Before I knew it, I had stepped forward and snatched the dying vision and was running from the scene. All I knew was that I mustn't let his hope, which burned so brightly, become buried among the ice-cold statue of a god. Perhaps one day, I may come to find that all I have done is meaningless. But as a wandering samurai, I find meaning in traveling and the sprawling beauty of nature.
Kazuha!
It's just another way of... All right then, it's time we returned. Allow me to gather the wind for us one...
Huh? Did Beta leave already?
If you're looking for the captain, she was summoned by... It seems that the Crux clash got out of hand this time. Captain Beta was muttering something about Ningguang being a stick in the mud as...
It's not a...
But still, Captain Beto was disappointed she didn't get to witness the crowning of the new champion.
The one who stole the vision was originally to be the... He knew he stood no chance of winning the match, thus the wick... In which case, the Crux clash comes to a clear...
Huh? So, if that's the case, then the rules stipulate that he is disqualified.
Paimon thought we'd win and all, but not like this.
It doesn't matter. As the saying goes, honor given is honor deserved. Now, let me go prepare the champion...
Yes, I believe so. Though Captain Beto is no longer present, but the voyage to Inazuma is a treacherous one. You will be plagued by In fact, the relentless rain and wind are also an embodiment of...
Hold on a second. You're saying she can change the weather?
Let us not forget that this is one of the 7 Archons. If Liyue's Morax could form Guyun's stone forest by casting down his stone spears, suffice it to say that if you wish to journey to Inazuma, the Alcor will need some time. In the meantime, I intend to embark on a journey of my own. I will travel...
Paimon believes you'll find a way...
Thank you. May both our journeys prove meaning... One final word of warning. The part of your journey that lies after the storm may well prove to be the most arduous.